On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
Eberron is a world of adventure and intrigue. Magic is a regular part of daily life and has fueled incredible innovation, from the airships of House Lorander to the lightning rail of House Orion to even the Warforged, a race of sentient constructs brought to life in the creation forges of House Cannith. However, the nature of war in Eberron has changed. It has been 2 years since the last war, which pitted the entirety of the continent of Khorvaire against itself. Upon the death of King Jero, questions of succession led to the splintering of the continent into factions supporting the would-be rulers of Princess Michonne and Prince Thalen. Though King Jero gave Michonne his blessing, this did not shift Prince Thalen's aspirations, and for nearly 100 years the continent raged, with factions rising and falling, alliances being forged and broken, and cities being built and conquered. The war finally ended on what is now deemed the Day of Mourning, in which the city of Sire was destroyed in a massive explosion of fire and magic said to be so bright that it blinded soldiers as far away as Angwar Keep. No sides were spared, and hundreds of thousands of soldiers were vaporized in an instant, leaving nothing behind but an irradiated landscape now known as the Mournlands. After the Day of Mourning, the Treaty of Thronehold was signed, recognizing the sovereignty of 12 separate nations throughout Khorvaire. It also emancipated the Warforged from their bonds to their creators, allowing them the freedom to choose their own futures. Peace, it seemed, had come to Eberron. However, many believe that this peace is frail, and the whispers that are carried in the shadows agree. No longer is war fought between soldiers, but rather by politicians. No longer is battle won by a sword on the field of battle in daylight, but by a dagger in the back in the dead of night. The continent of Khorvaire, it seems, rests on a razor's edge, awaiting more chaos. All the while, the dragons of Eberron worry not of another potential war, but of what they call the Draconic Prophecy. What this prophecy entails is a mystery that is argued amongst the dragons of Argonessen. Some say it marks a new beginning, others, the end of all things. But there is one thing that they all agree on. It is hastening, and it will be fulfilled soon. However, not all life in Eberron is so bleak, and in fact, little moments of beauty are cherished by the common person. We find ourselves now aboard the Lightning Rail, a series of train cars that hover over a track of magical stones placed within the earth, carried on a cushion of lightning. It is powered by an air elemental bound to its engine, propelling it across the continent.
That's just rude.
I know. I was like, that's sort of like enslaving it, but
it
sure.
Is. Sometimes they ask.
He consented.
Sometimes they do. Having left Korth for Rackenwood and crossing the channel to Thaliost, 4 adventurers are on course to Fairhaven. Though they do not yet know it, their fates are intertwined, and beginning of the tapestry of their adventure begins in an unexpected meeting aboard this train. Welcome to Hero Squad, Under the Dragon's Shadow.
Ooh, I got chills!
Because we're pointing at you now, Rick, and all putting you on the spot, why don't you first introduce the character that you shall be playing?
My name is not Rager, though a lot of people, they make that mistake. My name is Rhaegar.
Spell Rager.
You know, just because it's spelled one way, it's pronounced another way, okay?
It's right underneath
That's
you.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I know, and you pronounce it Rhaegar.
Okay.
All right? And I...
Wait, Rhaegar or Rhaegar? Because you just said Rhaegar and now you're saying Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
I'm just making sure I get it right.
I'm with Enna. It's all right. Rhaegar, continue.
Thank you. I'm a rogue, all right? I'm the guy that you come to get your dirty deeds done when you need something dirty done, but you don't want nobody knowing about it.
Like my laundry?
If you got enough coin, I'll do that.
Anna, how dirty is your laundry?
Yeah. What happened to that laundry?
I haven't washed it for a very long time.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
your secret shame.
Yes.
Now everybody knows.
Let's just go around the table, continuing this way. So, Jazzy, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
My name is Christina. I am a bard. I am traveling with my sister Brittany.
That's me.
We're a couple of elves just wandering around the world, just making music and having fun.
And we're super popular and famous.
Unlike my sister, I don't care for the fancy stuff.
I care for the fancy stuff.
Yeah.
I think that we described it in our character building session that you're posh spice and you're sporty.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think that's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Christina is Sporty Spice.
Yeah.
And now we'll go to Brittany.
That's me. I am Brittany. Brittany Battle Axes. Don't forget your last name.
Oh yeah, Orculare.
Christina Orculera.
Brittany Battle
It doesn't have to
Axes.
make sense, guys.
Don't ask why they don't
Yeah.
have the same last name, because
It's-
you're not going to get that
Listen
answer.
to last episode. And we're part of our beautiful group's name is Questini's Child.
Yes.
We're bringing back all the 90s for this. I am also an
What are the
elven bard.
90s?
What?
That's not a thing.
It
What are
is
the
the
Say
same.
90s?
90s.
The 890s, which
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
right before
Duh.
the last war.
So we have 2 bards in our party.
You have 2 bards in your party.
Sounds great.
It's gonna be great.
What's so great about you, Ash?
All right. So I'm Atlas. I'm a human paladin. I am actually kicked out of paladin school. My parents are super faithful religious people. My mom is also a badass paladin. So I was sort of raised in the faith and sort of taught from a young age that I should be a paladin, and I really resented how much my parents put that down upon me, so I'm now super skeptical against the faith. Don't really believe in God whatsoever.
Where do you draw your power from?
I believe that I'm drawing it from the stars.
Ah,
I'm still
nice.
using radiant power and stuff like that, and faith-based power, but I just believe it's coming from not the gods.
Stars are things you can see.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, beyond that, I have a big ass tower shield that is sort of like has a big old star symbol on it that's like a family heirloom, and a big old war hammer. And yeah, that's me, Atlas.
Okay. Well then, let's begin.
I'm so excited.
A wily rogue finds himself looking through a window at a paladin. He's clad in fancy-looking armor with what is clearly an heirloom of a shield. The paladin wears a tiny blue cap on his head, signifying that he is security, and he stands before the door to the luxury cabin. Currently, he is talking to a gnome with wild pink hair and what appears to be the clothes of an engineer. As all rogues do, this one can sense an opportunity to make a little cash, be it through sleight of hand or charming conversation, just on the other side of that door. The gnome turns to the paladin and says, "All right, so here's the deal. You're going to be guarding this spot for a little while, and then one of the other guards will come and they'll take your place. We're going to have you cycling through the train, making sure that we're checking in the cabins, as well as making sure that certain people don't get through to where they shouldn't be, right? Right behind you, that's the luxury cabin. The people in front of you should not be going into the luxury cabin.
Got it.
Can you make sure that that doesn't happen?"
Absolutely. Like, what do they? Might they have like a luxury ticket or something that I should?
Absolutely. Ask for their identification, ask for their ticket. It will have the symbol on top, the stamp that shows that they belong in there.
Got it. Only the people that belong in the luxury.
Yes.
Everyone else,
Keep them out.
Yeah.
By the way, my name is Ransper. Wonderful to meet you. I'm glad to have you on. We needed a couple of security guards last minute. Some things were going on. I don't know what's going on, but I'm the engineer. I'll be at the front. If you have any questions, let me know. No one else around here knows how to make things run. So
Transfer.
just let me know.
Love your hair, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, what a delight. Ransper leaves you. This is where you are right here. I guess let's clarify on this map here.
Like, I assume that's
For
sort of
y'all,
attached to that.
This is the same as that. So you're technically
Yeah.
standing in that square next to A.
I'm
over
technically
there.
in the middle of the train. Basically.
Yes, you are in the middle of the train,
Yeah.
right in between. And this is like the passage between the two. So Ransper leaves you and walks in here, kind of looks you up and down and says, "Hello, good to see you.
I got a ticket.
I didn't say anything."
Yeah, you did.
"Okay, sir, go to your seat, please." And he walks back over towards the front of the train at that end, ignoring you along the way. What would you like to do?
Hey, friend.
Oh, hey.
How long have you been working for this train?
It's actually my first day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what brought you into the thrilling line of work that is guarding trains?
Honestly, I just needed a way to get out of the last town. You know,
Yeah.
I felt like this seemed like a cheap way because I didn't exactly have the train fare to make it.
Ah.
So I'm working the train.
So you're doing it for a free ticket, basically.
Yeah.
Sounds like you could use some money.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm between employment right now.
Oh, what would you say if I told you you can make better money with me than you could guarding this door?
Do you run some sort of business or something?
I run all sorts of businesses, friend.
Okay, so you're like an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you could call me an entrepreneur, absolutely.
All right.
You know, basically, I do the things that need to get done, and manage to make some good money in the process.
Okay, things that need to get done.
Yeah.
So you're like an extra set of hands somewhere?
Sure.
Okay.
Other things as
sounds-
well, extra set of things.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like sounds like hard labor, maybe?
Sure, sometimes it could be hard, but it's better than standing in front of a door, I can tell you that much. What's behind this door anyway?
Oh, this is you have to have a special ticket to get behind this door.
Sure, but I mean, why? Like, what's the big deal behind this door?
Well, it's just it's the I don't want to say the higher class. It's the luxury cabin. It's the luxury cabin. So people pay more to be up there.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to be in there, but funny story, I lost my luxury ticket.
Oh. Well, how'd you get on in the first place if you lost your ticket?
Well, I had to buy one of these, second class tickets last minute, but
I see.
I'm definitely supposed to be back there, you
Uh-huh.
know. And I mean, it sounds like you could use some money, so maybe if I slipped you a couple coins, you just pretend like I still had my ticket and let me back there.
I mean, I'm down for you to try that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I'll just pull out a few coins here.
Oh, what are we
Oh my
talking?
god, so fancy. I'm looking at this belt.
Like 1 silver?
That sounds great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I give you the silver, you let me through the door?
No.
Where else are you gonna make this much money in a minute?
I mean,
You're better than guarding doors, friend, all right? This is how easy it is to make money.
right, but
If
we're
you
all-
just don't stand in front of doors trying to tell people that you're better than them.
I'm not telling you that I'm better than you. I'm just telling
I
you
feel like you are.
that you don't have the ticket, so these people are better than
But I do have the ticket, and I twirl the coin in my fingers. But I do have the ticket, you see?
I feel like you could have bought the luxury ticket with that.
They were out of them. They told me they didn't have any more. Had to settle for this schlub of a ticket. Come on, nobody's gonna know. They don't check tickets back there. You check tickets. I get through that door, nobody's gonna say anything.
Yeah, except for to me, when they see that you don't have a ticket.
No, you decide whether I have a ticket or not. Once I get through that door, nobody's checking tickets but you, friend.
Sort of against my morals to just take a bribe.
You know what? I'm gonna back off, Ash.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say you know what? You're right. I don't wanna put your job in jeopardy. It's your first day.
It's my first day.
I get it, man. I get it. It's just that I was supposed to be back there and it looks like a lot of fun, but I'll just go take my seat. It's all right.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
The hat comes with a lot of responsibility.
I feel you, man. I feel you. What's your name?
Oh my god.
It's Atlas.
Atlas. Rager.
Rager.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
We'll talk later.
All right.
And I'm gonna go back to my seat.
All right, perfect. Okay.
For those out there in the podcast, Ash is wearing a very adorable peach crown from Mario.
I think
Peachette.
It's a toadette
I'm-
crown.
Toadette, yeah.
I'm going
It's
to
the super crown.
I'm going to assume that this is what the train employees.
It basically looks like
It
that, but
is,
it's blue.
Yeah.
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 All right. So, while that was happening, we also had 2 sisters, elves, sitting at the bar of the luxury cabin. Next to them sits a halfling and a Khorvaire, otherwise known as a half-elf. Clearly, these 2 have a lot of money, and the halfling is in high spirits. The bartender, a human with slick black hair and a thick handlebar mustache, asked the ladies what they would like to order. What are you having, ladies?
I would like your finest gin.
Oh, we can make that happen. What would you like?
You know what? I don't need anything fancy. I'll go for a beer.
All right, wonderful. I'll get that for you right away. He goes and gets your drinks. Next to the 2 of you, you can hear the halfling and the elf. Really, all you hear is the halfling. He's just just so excited about everything. He seems to be having a blast. Like, oh man, that was so much fun. I love traveling by train. I know we're supposed to not really get so into it. I know we're supposed to be all about airships or whatever, but this is a blast. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get to Fairhaven. The Khorvaire sitting next to him was like, yes, it's going to be wonderful, isn't it? I can't wait to get there.
Can I ask you a question, like outside?
Yeah,
So, obviously, are airships newer than the lightning rail?
sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only a little bit, but they haven't replaced, like they both have their own purposes, but airships are faster. And a little bit of history here for everyone. There are 3 main houses involved in travel. House Caneth is basically the house that invents everything. House Lorander is the house that runs the airships. And House Orion is the house that runs the lightning rails.
Okay.
The big houses matter a lot in Eberron. That's where all the politics come in. So, is there anything that you guys would like to say to each other, or anything you would like to do while you're sitting here at the bar?
Drink.
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 I don't know why you keep buying such expensive gin.
I have high taste, sister. And you know that.
No, I know. I'm just saying. We've spent quite a lot on these tickets.
Yes, but you know we are all about keeping up appearances.
Are we?
I have to look after us, sister. And this is how I'm doing it.
Wait a minute. I think I know that voice. What? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Are you Questiny's child?
No, we are.
Oh my
It's always
goodness!
a joy to meet a fan.
I am so excited to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge fan. Why are you going to Fairhaven? What's going on? Are you playing a show in Fairhaven?
I will let you know a little secret. We are playing in Fairhaven.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited.
Sold out crowd, might I add.
Oh, well, I mean, where are you playing? Do you know?
At the stadium.
Oh,
The
well,
Grand Hall.
I've got box seats. I can go. It's no problem there. I could totally fit there. That's no
Then
big
we
deal.
will see you there.
I can't believe they didn't tell me. I listened to all of your magical stones so often. That's my favorite.
you.
That is
Thank
my
you
favorite.
so much.
I love everything that you've done. I've seen you a million times. The Khorvaire kind of like steps in a little bit. Is like, all right, calm down, Baron. You've had a little bit too much to drink, and maybe you should leave these ladies alone. No. This is great. This is wonderful. So, have you ever thought about visiting Stormholm?
Didn't we play a show there?
Probably at one point. It's so hard to keep track of everything, you know. But that's more of our talent agent. They book the shows.
Oh,
we just play.
I mean, I would love to get in contact with your talent agent. Some of that. I don't want to brag too much, but I do own several of the bars in the in Stormholm, and I would love if I could have you play at the Turtle's Tail. Is that something that I could maybe organize or something?
Why don't you give us your information?
Absolutely. My name. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm just so excited. I am Perrin Greenbottle. This is my esteemed friend, Lord Dramirtani. He's not quite as happy as I am, but he is certainly an important person. You're so wonderful.
Oh, you're such a doll. Thank you so much.
Is there any way that I could get you two to sing a little show here, or is that too much? I don't.
Prepare anything.
Yes, we can sing a little something.
I left my kazoo in the sleeper car.
You left. That's okay. We can both sing. Can we roll the sing, or are you gonna make us actually?
You can roll to sing if you don't want to
Okay.
actually sing.
We never prepared anything.
What do you roll as far
I
as like
sing
a
it.
singing
No.
check?
I sing
Charisma,
it.
and
I
you're
sing
proficient.
a little.
Yeah.
Stab me, baby, one more time.
Oh yeah!
There we go.
Oh baby, how was I supposed to see the shadows all around me? It's a great song. I love
Such
it.
a
It's
great
so
song.
good.
It's great.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh goodness, I will leave you to it, but I will be here. I'm just so excited to be in your presence.
Would you like an autograph?
Absolutely!
I get a piece of parchment and I sign it, I guess.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I will cherish this. Would you sign it as well?
It's not as beautiful as hers, and I scribble in like something.
It's just like an X.
No, it's like it's kind of like a like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yours is very.
Mine is very well calligraphied.
Gotcha.
Unlike my real handwriting. I sort of also, once Perrin is done, approach Lordrum and I'm like, let us exchange the informations.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the one you should probably
yes.
talk to. Yes. Thank you for
of course,
putting up with that.
it is my honor.
And it is my life.
Do you want me to buy you a drink? You might need one.
It's never enough.
All right. I've got some other stuff back in my cart. In my car, if you need a
Now-
sleeper.
Well, that might.
You need
be
a sleeper.
arranged. So while all that's going on, a guard kind of walks through the luxury cabin towards the front here where you are, and it appears to be time for the changing of the guards.
Oh, okay.
So he turns, he's like, all right, you just back that way now.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yep, you want to go through that cart, right, all the way to the back. You guard the next door.
All right.
That's
just
the
the next
cargo.
door over.
Yeah, you guard the cargo.
All right. So am I going that way?
Yeah, you're going to be going through through the luxury cabin.
Oh. I don't recognize these two.
No, okay.
But I was like, oh, the drinks look nice.
Hey, I like your hat.
Oh, thank you. It came with the job.
What job?
I'm the guard for the train.
Can I wear that hat?
I mean, you already have kind of like a cool thing on your hair.
It's not as cool as that hat. I'll trade you.
I mean, all right.
For those listening, they are literally changing their head garments.
Brittany, look at this. Isn't this
It's-
cool?
It is.
Yeah.
You look adorable in it.
Amazing.
But you might want to get that back eventually. I did pay a pretty price for that crown. for
Did you?
I did.
Oh, fine. I yell.
I mean, have your fun. Just make sure you get it back.
Okay.
I'm already walking away.
All right. So, as you walk to there,
Yeah.
you are now in front of the cargo cabin.
Okay.
And there is like a tiny little window you could look through if you wanted to.
Sure.
Do you want to?
Sure.
Okay. You peer in. It's a little dark, but you can see a little bit of stuff in there. Clearly, lots of very valuable things in there. Not just the luggage, but there's obviously some cargo that's being transported that's very valuable.
Yeah.
In the center, like right kind of in the center of it where you can see, you can just barely see kind of two little pink dots of light that seem to be like floating above a box.
Like little pink wisps or
Yeah,
something? Okay.
yeah. And there also seems to be maybe like, I don't know, some armor and, some chests and, trinkets, all kinds of stuff all over there. So clearly very expensive, very fancy stuff. And that's what you see. So that's what you're guarding now.
Okay.
Raker.
As far as the train setup goes. So,
Back of the train, front of the train.
and we've got a guard right there in front of the first class car.
Yep.
And then Ash is on the other side of that car. What's on this side of the car?
There's nobody guarding or anything like that. It's
No
just a, it's like a whatever you call it, the space between two trains, right?
Yeah.
That you cross over, where they.
I'd like to go check that out.
Sure.
So I'm gonna walk down,
Yep. You're walking through the car into
go
the
through
center
the door. I'm between cars now, and I want to kind of look up and see, is there a way to get onto the roof of the train?
Yes, there is actually a ladder. It's just kind of like a iron ladder is kind of like stuck onto the side of the train. There's one on every side of each car that you could use to climb up there, if that were something that you wanted to do.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, we're gonna call that mundane. You don't have to roll for that.
Cool.
So you climb up to the top of the train.
Okay, so what I would like to do is sort of, while I'm on top of the train, sort of walk over,
Yeah.
and then I want to try to sneakily sort of jump from this train to the first class train
Okay.
above the guard's head.
So let me set the scene real quick so you're on this train, all right, and on your left, which is to the south, you have the Anduir River, I believe it's called, and to your right, there's kind of a forest. You can see way ahead of you. You can see there's some mountains as well that you're kind of heading towards. And you're going at about 30 miles per hour, right? So you can feel it. You got to be a little bit careful walking around. You might lose your balance or whatever. So you're not going to be running across the top of this train, but you can hold your balance pretty well. And as long as you're kind of in the center of the train, you feel like you're not worried that you're going to fall off or anything like that. However, you are every now and then you do hear the crackle of the lightning. As you pass over a couple of stones that kind of out here and there. So that is a little startling at first, but you kind of get used to that. You also can see a couple of airships and stuff off in the distance. And it's a really nice, beautiful pastoral landscape. It's actually quite
I'm really enjoying
pleasant
this.
to check out. So you want to run you want to get to the edge here, and you want to try and leap across.
Yes.
To there. All right.
Because the gap is what?
Yeah.
Like 3 feet.
Yeah, and you're trying to do it quietly. You say?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to, bring attention to the fact that I'm right above this guard's head.
Well, then let's have you first roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Just to make sure that you're not like too loud or making too much noise or anything like that anyone's going to detect you.
All right.
First roll of the game is the rogue doing a stealth check.
Okay. I've got pretty good dexterity, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it should be an okay one.
Oh my God! First roll of the game.
Natty 20.
You guys, nat 20.
First roll of the game was a nat 20. What a start.
Now
Are
the
you
next
kidding?
roll is going to be a crit.
What? Yeah.
And I have, not that I need it, but I also have +5 to stealth.
All right. So you are perfectly quiet. And actually, you are so blended in, so stealthy that you realize like you don't even need to necessarily jump. You can just kind of do like a little hop. And because the train is moving away from you, it will move underneath you, and you will be able to get there just by carrying the momentum force. You don't even have to.
I don't think that's the way
leap.
physics works.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I know it would carry you forward and then everything. Don't worry about it. That's how stealthy you are.
All right.
You do
So
a little
stealthy.
kick. You don't have to do a crazy leap because it's only 5 feet anyways. And you make it across just fine. No one sees you. You're on the other side of the train.
Awesome. So now that I'm on that side of the train, I would just like to sort of keep cruising by, and
Wait, you're now in the luxury car?
He's
on
on
top of it.
He's on top of the train.
Yep.
That's that 20.
So
So stealthy you can hide from physics. That's
So I imagine that there's windows on this car.
Yes, on the sides of this car there are windows. Yes.
Okay, and now I'd like to sort of like from the roof kind of just peer into the windows and see like
Okay.
what's going on in the car.
Okay.
And maybe try to find a window that maybe doesn't have anybody around it that I could sort of like whoop slip into.
All right. So we'll say that because of your perfect stealth roll, you're still in stealth. No one has noticed you yet. And so you just kind of want to reach to the edge and kind of want to like peer down over into one of the windows.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so let's say you do that right in that like, corner over there or something.
Yeah.
And so what, you look in and you see, obviously some people sitting at the bar. There's a handful of people around. It's a pretty empty car for the most part.
Nice.
Couple of really nice tables and chairs.
Are there open windows?
Yes. Cool. And there's a window probably like every other seat kind of area. So there's maybe like 5 windows on either side of each of the trains. On the side that you're on, there's not really anybody over there.
Okay.
There's some people kind of opposite you who are sitting down at a table having a conversation. There's the people up at the bar. And that's pretty much it. It's in the luxury cabin right now.
So what I would like to try to do is try to just like, sort of like grab onto the ledge of the roof and sort of swing myself into one of the windows.
All right, so let me see. I'm trying to think if that would be a dexterity or if that would be a strength.
Oh, I think it'd be
Hopefully it's
dexterity.
dex.
I definitely think it'd be a dexterity roll.
Yeah. I think we could probably call it dexterity. So here's the thing. We'll call it acrobatics.
Okay,
Which is
fair enough.
dexterity based. So instead of you trying to like lift yourself into there and like that, you are trying to roll yourself.
Right, I'm using the momentum.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
So yeah, do an acrobatics roll to try and see if you can do that. Knowing this train is moving, there's lightning below you.
I got a 15 plus 5. That's a 20.
All right, you are able to deftly roll over and in through the window, and you land.
That's a good
kind of, right on like one of the chairs. And like as you land, you kind of do like a little like thump kind of sound in your seat, and the people across from you kind of like look over at you like.
And I just give them kind of like a hey, kind of like a wave. Hello, how you doing?
Hello there.
Maybe there's like a newspaper next to me, and I just pick it up and just
Sure.
start reading it.
Perfect. So, you are now in the luxury cabin.
Cool.
For now, everything's fine.
All right.
Okay. So, what would you like to do now that you're in the luxury cabin? Or does before you do that, does anyone else want to do something?
Can I roll to like notice him? Or was it so stealthy?
Yeah, it was so stealthy. It would have been a passive perception, and I don't think your perception would have been above 20.
We're basically talking to Perrin and
That's true.
So you're kind of
Perrin's
distracted.
really distracting us.
He's very distracting.
Yeah.
Or
So I just
they're
wanna-
very distracting.
I want to sort of just take in my surroundings, sort of
Okay.
observe the people out in the car. listen to conversations.
Do you want to roll a perception, or do you want to just...
No, I just want to sort of blend in. I just
Okay.
want to sort of sit in and just let
All right, so we're going to say that, you're
take in the environment.
you're just taking it in. Okay.
All right.
Y'all at the bar? Anything?
Yeah, right now I'm like sort of rolling my eyes at Perrin,
Yeah.
and
'Cause
I'm
he's still
trying
talking.
to
He's still
enjoy
talking.
my beer, and I'm just looking out at the passenger car and just seeing like, oh man, it's so much quieter in there.
So yeah, you're looking through like the little window that way, because these aren't like side by side, right?
Yeah, I'm looking out the window. I'm like, man, it just looks so much quiet in there.
Maybe we should go up there. And he's just sitting over here, just kind of all like, oh man, when I first heard, oh my god, I just can't, it just constantly, he's constantly bringing up little things. Okay. Atlas, is there anything that you would like to do?
I'm still just doing my job, basically.
You're just chilling.
I was going to say, like, my perception is very high. How high would it have to be for me? Like,
What's your perception? Like, what is your modifier total for perception?
so my current, my default modifier total for perception is 4. I also have the observant feat, which gives me a +5 to my passive perception as well.
So it still wouldn't have been enough. It was close. It would have been 19. So that's
Okay.
close. But
Yeah, mine's
he
11.
rolled very high.
Okay.
That's good to know for the future, though. 19. That is really high.
Yeah.
Now, it might be something that if you were to walk in there, something that you would notice. But so you're guarding. You're just taking things in. You two are chilling at the bar still, but you need to go get your hat.
Yeah.
You were saying. Do you want to go do that now, or are you just gonna chill?
I gotta finish my drink.
Gotta finish your drink. Okay.
And I can finish your drink
I would
for
like to
you.
sort of notice how.
Excuse me, when did you start drinking ale?
Is
Is this something that you haven't told me before? Because I love it.
I mean, I can drink an ale if I so desire. I'm not bound by the laws.
Barkeep, can we get her an ale?
Oh,
The biggest one you have.
Oh my gosh.
of course.
Sister, don't put me on the spot like this.
Just a giant flag.
Is
of
it
just-
Das Boot?
It's a Das Boot.
Das Boot?
Das Boot to you, sister.
Oh my goodness. When I think you can't impress me anymore. Oh, you do.
Can I get a Das Boot for this little guy too?
Oh.
Whatever the gnome sizes are. Is it just a regular boot?
It's a Das
I am a
Booty.
halfling, thank you very much, but it's okay.
You're so cute. I love it.
Aw, shucks.
Like, I'm obviously bored, so I'm saying it like
I know.
sarcastically, but I'm just
You're
like,
so sweet. Boardroom kind of like,
I sort of observe how bored Christina is, and sort of make my way to the bar
okay,
and sidle up next to her.
okay.
Right?
So you're just sitting there.
Yeah, like you just mosey up to the bar, sort of next to her, ordering a drink.
Let me know
Barkeep.
when I notice Rick.
Yeah.
well, he just sat next to us.
Well, I mean, he's still stealthy.
That's true.
No, his stealth is gone. So you,
I'm just a normal patron.
just a normal
in the bar
dude.
now.
Just walked up there now.
Yeah.
So you can notice him right now. Barkeep comes up to you and is just like, oh, what would you like?
Yeah, give me a nail.
Oh, of course.
Thanks.
Please do.
Oh, can I get one of those boots?
Oh, all right.
Thank you. All right. I saw you drinking the boot, and I figured I should probably have a boot as well. It seems like a boot kind of a night here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Rhaegar, is that you?
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Yes, you know me. Maybe not in this form, but you know me.
Oh.
I've,
It's been a while, and I meet a lot of people.
This is true. You give me a constant, I hush my voice, supply of sleepers.
Of course, yeah. Well, we don't talk about that right now. Right now,
No.
we're just-
But my good friend, would you care for, well, you've got your Das Boots, so join us.
Well, I seem to be joining you. Yes, let's all lift a boot. What are we toasting to? There you go, buddy. You got it.
It's a fair
Friendship
heaven.
and ale.
To hell. I can live with that.
That is hell yeah.
So I sort of lean over to Christina and say, like, you look like you're having a lot of fun.
God, no.
Yeah. It's not really my crowd either.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's not much choice when you travel.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not when you're traveling in first class.
Well, I didn't buy the tickets, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, how did you wind up in first? I mean, you don't. No offense, You don't really seem like the first class type.
Oh, I am. I just choose not to look like it.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, the ale, you know, and hanging out with this guy. I'm sure he's fun, but.
Oh no, he's plenty of fun. Look at him.
Hi!
Hey.
I'm Perrin! Are you friends with them? They're pretty great.
I finished
He's
my beer.
actually our roadie.
Yeah. Well,
He comes with us to many shows.
you spent all this time with them? That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, that's a lot to drink.
Seem like you've had a lot.
What?
Noticing how lit Perrin is. Where's Perrin in relation to?
You're sort of sitting in this orientation of
Brittany and Christina.
It's Rhaegar, Christina, Brittany, Perrin, Lordrum.
Okay.
But Perrin has kind of is squeezed over right in the middle of the table almost, as far as a halfling can.
Okay.
By table I mean bar, not table.
Okay. I'd like to sort of like, I'm gonna come talk to Brittany.
Okay.
You know,
So you sort of get up and you walk over to Brittany's side where she is.
between Brittany and Perrin, you know, and talking to Brittany. It's been a while. Yeah.
It has been
Thanks
a
for
while.
blowing up my spot, letting everybody know that I'm your
That was-
connection.
That was on the hush.
Yeah. Okay.
While this is happening, I'm like, I don't understand how they know each other, but I finish my drink and I start leaving. Because obviously this is like,
Yeah.
Brittany takes care of this, so I'm just like, I'm out.
And as I'm talking to,
It's fine. You need a connection here to be in this car anyway.
well,
I'm
apparently
saying
I-
this hush tones, obviously.
Well, thanks for having my back.
Of course.
While I'm talking to Brittany, one hand is reaching towards Perrin, okay? Because I wanna roll a sleight of
Roll a
hand
sleight
and
of
try to steal some
Sure.
some gold from him. Try to steal some coin from him.
It's gonna be difficult because he's a really observant person who's definitely not super drunk right now.
All right.
Roll.
That's 9 plus a 5, 14.
All right, so you kind of you try and reach into say his pocket or something like that. And as you do, he's like, "Nice to meet you, new friend. Oh, you trying to tickle me?"
And I pat him on the butt. I'm like, yeah, you're.
He kind of
Have
tickles.
fun.
He tickles you back. He's like,
Oh, you.
Good to meet
Yeah,
you."
just
Oh,
tickle,
that's
just
good.
tickle. I'm a tickle monster.
And Lordrum is staring daggers at you.
Oh, didn't even notice you, friend. You're very quiet.
Yeah, maybe you should be too.
Sexual tension in here. I can't even right
Can I
now.
order this guy a boot? I feel like you
I'll
need.
pass.
I mean,
All right.
you're a grown adult. You can order whoever.
I feel like
Boots
we're
you
all having
on.
a good time here, but this guy's harsh and my mellow.
So while this is happening, you
Yeah.
out there,
I feel like I
You
may
look
have
in-
heard some rabble
yeah.
rousing.
you look in and you notice not only is he in the car, you
Yeah.
notice all the kind of stuff that's going on. And that's it. That's all you notice.
I'm actually leaving these two because as they're talking, I decided to finish my beer and start heading to the sleeper car. So I'm going to pass Ash.
Sister, where are you
There
going?
is no sleeper
The
car.
sleeper car is further.
Oh,
it's
is it the
that
other
away.
way? Oh, I
Yeah.
still need to go and give him
You need
his
to
hat
get
back.
your
Yeah.
Well, I'm walking towards you anyway because I'm walking towards Rhaegar.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
enter
Yeah.
and you're walking towards Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's you again.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to give this back to you.
Oh.
Apparently, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, why not?
Well,
I mean, it's
Can I ask a question? As he's coming towards me, there wasn't a changing of the guard or anything, right? He left his post.
He left his post. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to roll a stealth check and sneak past him while he's distracted. With
You can try.
okay. That's a 13.
All right, so you kind of do this thing where you kind of throw your cloak around and try and back into a shadow, but there are no shadows, just perfectly lit little area. So he sees you out of the corner of his eye while he's having this conversation, just kind of backing into a corner in a weird way.
And I just say,
Yeah.
just stretching. It's important to keep stretching.
I'm continuing my conversation with Christina. I just have my warhammer just pinning the path.
But you have your hammer with you?
Yeah, because I have my shield with me as well.
yeah,
Apparently.
that's true. I
he's
guess.
guarding.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, you guys notice The light outside seems to like dim for a little bit, like maybe like clouds are coming in or something like that.
Okay.
And then, it seems to pass, but it's kind of like, the weather's maybe changing or something. You're not quite sure. But it gets a little bit darker outside.
Oh, I could have used that dark like 2 minutes ago when I needed shadows.
Shouldn't have interrupted me when I...
What do you?
Just doing my job. Thank you for the hat, by the way.
Yeah. No, your hat's so cool. I love it. It's
Oh,
cute.
thank you.
When you're off your shift, I could buy you like a beer or something.
I mean, I won't say no.
Yeah, just talk to the barkeep. Let him know it's on Christina's tab.
All right.
Yeah,
I think you mean parents tab.
Same tab.
Same tab.
it's the same tab.
I got all the drinks.
Parent too.
You're all very friendly. Excuse me, I should get back to my post. Thank you for returning the hat.
As you turn to your post,
Yeah.
you see someone standing in front of the door to the cargo cart. All right?
Okay.
Now, what you see is a person cloaked, hooded, everything like that. And they have
Is
a
it
sword.
a Sephiroth clone?
They have a sword in their hand, and they kind of raise it up, and it starts to glow, really, really bright, and kind of crackle a little bit with lightning, kind of like
God.
shocking all over it. And they stab it straight through the door, and then the door seems to melt right off the hinges.
Wait, which door is it?
It's an iron door. The
Is
one
it-
to the cargo.
Okay.
Yeah. All of the windows around y'all shatter as some things jump inside.
Oh, dear.
And now, let's get ready for some combat,
Oh
y'all.
my
Oh
god.
God.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Rick here. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Hero Squad Under the Dragon Shadow. And if you guys did, maybe consider becoming one of our patrons at patreon.com/StumptGamers, like all these amazing people have. Your guys' help directly contributes to us creating new series like Uranium Chef, Hero Squad, and so much more to come in the future. So if you guys can, click that link down below, get some awesome rewards. Thanks for your support, guys. We'll see you next time.